Qianxia hesitated for a moment. In the end, she curved her lips, shook her head, and smiled at Qian Hao. How would I know who Lu Jinian loves? I haven't contacted him in so long. I know as much as you do. I just heard from other people that the woman he loves is already married, so I thought he'd may as well ask you. Oh, Qian Hao replied, embarrassed. She bit her straw and turned her head to look out of the cafe window. After a pause, Qianxia put the mug in her hands down and asked again, "It's been a long time since I saw Jiamu. How is he recently?" The real Chu Jiamu was still lying in the hospital. He hadn't woken up yet, but people didn't know about that. Qian Hao nodded and said, "He's great." After a while, she continued, "You know how it is, after Jiamu was disfigured, he doesn't like to see people." Yeah, it's such a shame. If Jiamu hadn't gotten in that car accident, then the two of you together would be an ideal couple. Qian Hao lowered her eyelids to cover the guilt in her eyes. She smiled, and didn't say anything. But it's all right. Cosmetic surgery is so advanced now. Wait until Jiamu gets better, then we'll plan something. When Lu Jinian received Qian Hao's message, he was sitting in Winning Entertainment's meeting room, listening to department performance reports. He had already brushed over these reports before the meeting, so he was already a little distracted. Then the phone in his pocket suddenly vibrated. At first, he didn't consider taking it out, but feeling a little bored, he fished it out to find a text from Qian Hao. For that split second, Lu Jinian felt that time had stopped. This was similar to when he used to sit in his university library, tired from the pressure of filming and studies, and he would suddenly receive a random, meaningless text from Qian Hao, like, "You took on a historical drama. I heard Brother Jiamu say that because of filming, you failed your course. It's snowing in Hangzhou. Does that mean you can see the broken bridge covered in snow?" Whenever it got around to that time, he was a little tired and irritated, but then, like a miracle, things would quiet down and he would chat with her on the phone for a long time. Thinking back to those precious days of his youth, a hint of sadness and sorrow came over Lu Jinian. His fingers gently tapped on the phone screen as he replied to Qian Hao. It was already 5 o'clock when the meeting came to an end. Lu Jinian returned to the office to handle some urgent documents for the day. Then he grabbed his phone to check the time. It was already 5:20. He clicked open and reread the messages sent during the meeting between him and Qian Hao. In the corner of his lips, there was a hint of a smile. "Mr. Lu!" cried the assistant, pushing open the door and entering. Lu Jinian hurriedly put his phone on his desk. With a cold expression, he said, "What?" "Mr. Lu, you have a dinner scheduled for tonight. It's booked for 7, but there might be traffic, so we have to leave early." Before the assistant could finish, Lu Jinian interrupted in a flat voice, "I won't be attending tonight's dinner." The assistant was stunned. Lu Jinian stood up. As he put on a jacket, he said in a cold tone, "I'm taking the car. Come directly to the office tomorrow morning. You don't have to go to Mingxia Garden."